What is up, good people of the internet? How are you guys doing? It's too warm for me to wear my hat. I don't care if you see that I'm bald. I'm degenerate. I'm disgusting. I'm aware. It can't be helped. It cannot be helped. But anyways, beyond all of that, I thought today would be a great day to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart. I hope you guys love it too, and that is grinding. How to efficiently grind. And it's not so much efficiency, right? Anyone can randomly make monsters' health hit 0. It's about making it an enjoyable experience, because I'm someone that just loves himself some grinding. I just adore going and farming mobs all day long. It's gonna kill me. And specifically, autistic grinding like this. So I've started a new game recently in the Finalist of Fantasies, the 14th rendition, the Big Fantasy, one of my favorite series. I still remember playing 7 as a kid, man. It's a little tiny babby. So today I thought I would talk about the things I'm doing to make at least grinding in Final Fantasy enjoyable, because there are, and I was worried, but there are, much to my chagrin, some things that even an autistic grind fiend like myself can still find in this game and still really enjoy. So one of them being, of course, Shared Fates. So Shared Fates, it's basically just a way to make some dosh real fast. Mainly between like queues and such is when you would want to do this. I'm doing this to level up alts, but well, I'm not sure if this is even an alt, to be honest. I'm enjoying playing Machinist so much, but we'll get into that later. But anyways, if we look at Sealed Fates, the fates that are sealed, Shared Fates or whatever, it takes a little bit to load. You know, if you get all of these to the cap, clear them to 60, you get access to a special vendor that drops some really nice stuffu, some really good stuff, right? You can then start making some, from what I see, big dosh in comparison to what I've been making, by turning your bicolored gemstones, which is the currency. We'll see after this guy dies that you get from these. But yeah. So I've been leveling up this machiney man, this gun boy, y'all I reckon over here, doing that. This is about how many fates, by the way, it takes to go from 70 to 80. And yeah, I'll finish these up later on when I'm in queue. I should probably have held this off until I unlocked the vendor that has the bicolor voucher, which is an item that costs 100 of the bicolored gemstones, this currency, that you unlock after you complete all of these. But, you know, it is what it is. I wanted to level up doing fates, and I did. So this currency right here. So you do these, you get some big exp, and then you can buy that. And I'm currently grinding up this alt. I'm only going to 86, and then I'm going to continue the main story, since there's no real reason to not throw away all of this delicious EXP over here. So that's some big EXP that's just waiting for me to come and claim. So, you know, so what do I do to make grinding enjoyable? Well, first of all, especially on warm days, you know, gotta looking cutie, feeling cutie, gotta be comfortable, you know. I've got the short top on, I've got, you know, the no hoodie on because it's just too dang hot. But as far as in-game, I like sustainability when I'm grinding. I like a class where I don't need to think. Like, there's no positionals on the Machinist. There's no nothing really to think about with this class. Oh, are they just not done? I thought they were doing something else. I guess not. What a waste of time that was. But yeah, there's no positionals to think about. There's no nothing really. You just hit whatever lights up and kill stuff, and then get big exp and big loot. So that's priority number 1. Priority number 2 is, of course, sustain, and for that I'm using the Chalky Boy. So I've started leveling this guy up. I've specifically, I need to refood actually. So depending on the fate and how comfortable I am, how much damage I'm taking, I'll either have him on the aggressive boy right there, where he can go and wreck stuff, or on the pure defensive boy. My recommendations for how to build this, just for being an autistic grind lord, someone that just hits monster mans all day instead of actually playing the game, or actually thinking, turning yourself into a Chinese bot, as God intended, would be going for Choco Cure here and the Choco Regen. Because those two, when you've got them on D, pretty much keeps you alive without having to touch a potion or look. Like, I don't want to have to look and read what's happening with my HP bar when I'm trying to kill monster mans. I just want to go and just hit whatever lights up and not really even think about my rotation or anything else, right? And you know, that's why this class is so good for this, by the way. This class might end up being my main. I honestly might play a DPS in Final Fantasy. Just because, I don't know, I'm not in love with the warrior in Final Fantasy. It's definitely got like a nice warrior feel to it, but it's kind of basic, you know, kind of not my thing. Usually I like the smashies as much as the next man, but, you know, there isn't a lot of allure. I'm not sure if machinist or ranged is going to be my thing, but it's just, this is the most brain AFK, the most universally enjoyable experience to me, and that's what I enjoy is, you know, as you can see here, I'm still leveling gear, like 530 gear, you know, no big deal, and I can pretty much, you know, just not even look at my HP bar if I just set this thing to play defensive. And I still don't even have the final thing, Choco Medica, which I'm assuming is just like the White Mage Medica, so whenever I get that, we can report back. That's coming soon. You level this guy up past 10 by the Fravenarian Onions. You get 2 from quests, at least I saw in the database, and then you can casually just buy the rest off the market board. They're like 60 a piece or something. And we're just starting fresh today, by the way. I was doing this all last night. And yeah, these fates, by the way, give a disgusting amount of EXP and Endwalker. And like, if I just do decide to main this class after I complete the campaign with it, after I become the Endwalker, then, you know, is that it? Am I gonna be a Blasty Boy on this? It's been a long time since I've been a DPS, man. The last time I was a DPS was like private servers when I used to play Rogue way back when, a million billion years ago, back when I had hair. Wow, man, it feels like forever. But yeah. So anyways, Choco Medica is pretty good. I would recommend going to Choco Cure and maxing out this. I think that was around level 12, which is the stuff you get for free. If you want my build without having to spend a lot of money for basically nothing as far as the Choco region goes, like a couple 100k. You'll notice I will not buy like the 640 gear or whatever, the crafter gear, just because I want to enjoy my experience. Slow roll, one could say, the end game in this game. But I will spend money leveling up my Chalky Boy, my Chalky Milk Producer. Yum, yum. So yeah, anyways. So, generally speaking, he's basically my heroism deck if you played World of Warcraft as a melee, and you know that trinket for autistically grinding. Same sort of concept where I don't have to look at my HP bar unless like someone's going to come kill me, but that sadly cannot happen in this game. Why did I activate my automatic crit? I just got the charge on this where I get a second charge on it, and now it's just like, oh, it's up, click. And I'm not used to not being able to use it when it's up, so it's horrible, dude. I'm gonna have to adjust my brain waves, my brain patterns, you know, force myself to get used to this. Things are changing. And yeah, maybe I'll like another ranged at 90, you know. From what I understand, Dancer looks to be the most powerful one, but that class also is the big gay, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna play that, because it just looks gay. The animations look gay. Oh, I'm dead, actually. I do not want to pull 4 of these ranged boys. I'm actually dying. Team! I wonder if I die here. Am I man fighting this? This is such a bad idea. Alright, I think I'm winning. I think Chalky Boy just barely was able to handle it. Keep yourself up, Chalky Boy. And me up. Yeah! Yeah, Chalky Boy! We got this. Chalky Boy's down. Alright. We have to bring... Oh wait, I can't bring Chalky Boy back. I have to wait to get out of combat. But yeah, as you can see, it heals for a pretty decent amount, given the heck I just put it through. I'm sorry, Chalky Boy. Oh, hello. XP. Gives me that. Gives me that. You're like a pair of Nikes in a Walmart, and I'm an urban youth ready to just relieve you of your oppression by those businessmen. Yeah. You're gonna get liberated now, forlorn maiden. It's literally too real at this point. You voted for this. Yeah. Blat blat. Put a cap in her, as one could say. Did I just hit my limit? I should take that off the bar. I'm actually gonna mispress that in a party or something and be really embarrassed at some point. That hotkey. I'll have to think about that as far as the limit break positioning goes. But yeah, so that's generally what I like doing, is just find some way to not have to look at your HP bar and then, or think for that matter, all that much. And then you can just start randomly smashing buttons. And yeah, that is the most fun. This is mainly what I'm going to be doing while I'm queued up for stuff in my initial gearing soon. As for my other autistic grinds, how things have been going in the finalist of fantasies after YouTube striked my channel for me being way too edgy, just a bad boy in general. So I couldn't upload for a little bit. Sorries about that, but it happens. Yeah, so as far as that, I plan to level up all of my crafters using pretty much just leaves and mission allowances, so Grand Company, Abuse, and then Squadrons are going good, Ventures are going good. Beast Tribes, it's just like cosmetics and stuff. You do them for fun, but it doesn't really have a big impact on the power level of my account. And yeah, so I'm going to do this to 86, another 2 levels. I'm going to complete the story, mix in these in between, then I'm going to queue for 1,000,000,000,000 raids while doing these. Try and hurry up and get the bicolor gemstone vendor unlocked, because I can trade 100 of these bicolor gemstones for like 80,000 GP, assuming people buy these. I don't know if people actually pay for them still, or if that's just a meme. They seem to sell well when I look on the internet though. And yeah, and I am still in combat. Still in combat. And yeah, how many more do I have to do in this place before I can move along? 30 more. I actually really like this place. This one kind of sucked. Thavnir, or Thavnar, whatever, because there were like barely any up ever, and people were like competing for them and stuff. And here, you know, there's 1,000,000 up and it's all me. That's why I said this is one of my favorite destinations. So far out of all the places where I've been doing these, this is my favorite place to do the bicolors. And I still don't know what the last 2 zones are, so I'll have to experiment with those later. And as for these, none of these I think are worth doing in comparison, because you have to sink down to do them, and they only give 12 instead of 14. And yeah, I assume next expansion these gemstones will still be viable after I unlock the vendor. You know, hopefully they're cosmetics, they're always going to be sellable. And yeah, as for Gil update, I think I broke 2 million. Let me check. How do I check? Because I have it hidden. Doesn't it say on my inventory? Yeah, here we go. 2 million Gil. So that's where we're at. That's what's hanging. So, you know, I'll grace you guys with one more lovely autistic fate before we go, where I just randomly hit buttons and stuff dies. This class is designed so perfectly, though, to just be enjoyable. Like, with the 3 charges now on, like, my little GCDs, or what are they called? Gauss Round and Ricochet. Like, uh-oh. And yeah. Oh, about AoE. Like, yeah, I understand, like, as far as AoE goes, that, like, it's probably more efficient if I AoE all of this stuff, but then I have to think, like I was when I was doing that one pull where I nearly died where I pulled 4 of them. Like, it's not bad to AoE, like, certainly with the Healy Bow, or Healy Chiribo, or Kokobo, Karibo. Wrong game, this ain't Yuglios. But yeah, with the Healy Boy, it's pretty easy to be able to do it. Like, you can AoE just fine with it. Oh yeah, get pooped on. But it's just, this is a lot more work, at least mentally, than just randomly hitting buttons, which is the much more enjoyable thing, at least to me. It's mostly about, you know, enjoying the long grinds, especially when you're talking about autistic grinding. Right. I mean, this gets the fates done faster, and it's technically better, but just the way I enjoy playing it. Also, I need to get in here closer, because this one just de-aggroed. And, oh, there's another one of them colored, one of them not colored, one of them white woman, right there, the forlorn maiden. Gonna give her the blat. Yeah, it gives me them reparations, as one could say. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Blat. Oh, shotgun. The sound effects of this class too. I might actually main this class in this game, honestly. This is just so enjoyable. I don't know if you're watching can just understand how like brainless and how smooth, how small-brained like you can be while playing this class and it still be just fine, but it's just got this really nice, everything about it is just nice, you know? I don't know if that's just what love is when you first meet it, or just like the first class that's well designed that I've played in this game, because I've only played, you know, some of the tanks so far, mainly the warrior. So obviously playing other stuff, there could be better options out there that I don't even know about, but you know, we'll see. After the machinist, I plan to level up a summoner next, a scummoner. It's because I'm a necromancer like in Diabolos, right? Split. And I'm just literally running around spamming one button, so I guess it's not that bad. I could AoE these two. Look at that EXP. Wow, dude. Wow. But yeah, that's enough of that. You guys have a good day. Figure out ways to make grinding enjoyable for you, because I love me some grinding.